Good morning, Earthlings. It's Monday. It's cold and rainy. We are headed from our house over to Pennsylvania here to pick up, I want to say it's a 67 Corvette. We're going over the mountain now, so that's why the truck's a little loud. We're pulling over Blue Ridge Summit. I think it's a 67 Corvette. Greensboro Auto Auction holds a classic car auction. I don't know how often, but my customer has known about this auction for probably 4 or 5 months, that he was at least sending 1 or 2 cars, which we're only sending 1, which is okay because I picked up another car local that goes down that way as well. So it's a little less money than what I was expecting because I held the trailer for him. And I was kind of last minute. I guess they didn't get the car done or ready for the shape they wanted for the auction, whatever. They're working up to the last minute, which I understand. He let me know a couple days ahead. It's not like I got there this morning and he told me and he had one car for me. So we've got that one, and then we shoot like 45 minutes up the road to pick up the second one, which goes down by Greensboro. So it works out. It's a newer Subaru STI. Didn't have to be enclosed. I text the guy, and Central Dispatch, and said text this number, and I realized when I text him, I had worked with him before, and he was like, yeah, he's like, is this going to be enclosed? I have you saved in my phone as enclosed carrier. And I was like, yeah, matter of fact, this one is going to be. He's like, well, I got a little extra in it, and if you're going to ship it enclosed, I'll give that little extra to you. I was like, an honest broker? What's going on? So I was texting him yesterday I texted him on Saturday. He said, I don't have my computer with me right now. He says, if I don't text you by noon on Sunday, text me and remind me. So he texted me about 11:30 yesterday, gave me all the details, showed me the extra money that he put on Central, dispatched to me, and got it all set up. And we were texting back and forth about a couple other loads that he's working with to see if I'd be interested in. So that was kind of a nice change of pace working with somebody, and I think he appreciated, because he asked me for my W-9 and certificate of insurance, and I had sent it back to him within like 2 minutes. And he goes, wow, that's fast. I was like, well, when you do all the paperwork yourself and all the transport yourself, things have got to get done quick. Everything's one touch away. So that's good. He does a lot of enclosed work. He said most of his business is actually enclosed work. That's why he already had me saved in his phone, because we've done work before. So that turned out well. So we're just heading over to pick up the Corvette now, then we'll shoot up and get the Subaru. Go home for tonight, and then leave early tomorrow morning. There's no point in leaving tonight. It's only like 6 hours away, and they don't start accepting cars till like 9 or 10 for this classic auction. So I think tomorrow's the first day, and then I think after tomorrow they're like 24-hour accepting cars for this classic, something like that. Anyways, let's get over the mountain here, and then I'll catch up with you guys when we get to the house and see. It's raining, so I don't know. This trailer doesn't really fit in his driveway. He's got a massive, beautiful garage. It's probably a 30-car garage, but the turn-in to his lane, because his garage has a separate entrance in his house, which is kind of cool, but the turn-in is real sharp and steep. So I haven't had this trailer here actually before. Any trailers I've had there with a single car enclosed, which made it in fine, and then I had my Gator, because I was passing through town and I stopped to meet him to like pick up a check or something, and that barely made it in his driveway. Drug. I don't care about dragging in because I'm on the public road, but I don't want to tear up his driveway coming out, even though I have the rollers in the rear, like the dumpster casters. It really help, but I don't want to tear up his driveway too much. So I'll see you, instead of rambling, I'll see you guys. There's your sneak peek. So I'm sitting here waiting for my customer, and it's been a little bit, but I understand he had to run to the next town over and then come back. So Anyways, I just got a car from RCG Logistics, and they're terrible because the only thing they do is shop for prices and post cars that aren't ready to go. So I see a California number come through, but I answer because it could be like one of the brokered loads, somebody calling for the load. And she's like, I got 3 cars. First she said, "Are you in the car hauling business?" I was like, "Well, how'd you get my number then?" And she was like, "Well, we have 3 cars in Indianapolis going to Akron, Ohio." And I don't even know the mileage. And I was like, "Well, what are they? How many? And what do they pay?" "Oh, well, we have 3 cars and they're starting at $190 a piece." I'm like, "You're calling people for a couple $100 on a car? There's a reason why you can't move those cars on the board, because you're not paying enough. If you paid enough and posted them on Central, you'd get them moved." It's like, it's simple. I know. And this company, like, they had this, right when I got in to the business, like 4 or 5 years ago, they had a massive amount of cars posted locally to me. And the deal was, it was going from, they were moving, like a scrapyard, or like a you pull it kind of type deal. It wasn't like, the cars weren't all the way torn down. It was kind of like a you pull it, where you go out and take what part you need off of it. But they had this deal where they had loaders on both ends, and you could, the hours were really good. It was like 6 a.m. to like 6 p.m. you could run, and they were only like 40 miles apart, and they were paying $200 a car back then or something. And diesel fuel was $1.99 back then. So it was a pretty good deal. So I was like, I had to do all this paperwork for it. I went to the yard and met with the people, and come to find out they were just shopping prices. Even though they made me do all that work, they were just shopping prices. And ended up, I guess maybe they didn't get, like, they put their bid in for all the cars and didn't get the job or whatever. And then they just completely ghosted us. All right, white on white, red interior. This is a Corvette we're taking to the auction. It's a fair lane there. I didn't haul that one. I hauled another one. Let's get this thing loaded up. I'll tell you one thing. Walking around a Subaru dealership, seeing Foresters, WRX, Outback, Ascent, sure brings back some terrible memories. Some good, some terrible. You know, I always tell the story of one customer that made me quit my job and start a trucking company, and I haven't looked back since. And the reason for coming to Subaru, picking up this 2018 STI. Customer is going to be very happy that it was shipping close, because it's still kind of clean. It is used, got like 30-something thousand miles on it. But overall, I mean, I hate black cars, but this car actually looks good. Walking around to almost the entire vehicle, the only thing I really found, it might not be see that little mark? That would come out. But that's the only thing I found on this car, which is pretty impressive for something with 30,000 miles that usually people beat the crap out of. All right, so I'm gonna try something new. Maybe a lot of work for me, maybe a lot more information for you guys, but I'm gonna try to go daily. It might not be posted same day, but I'm gonna try to put up at least one vlog per day, Monday through Friday. Or Saturday or Sunday, if I'm working, I will try to put up something, or maybe put something up from the house. But I'm gonna try to show you guys like more of the talking to the brokers, negotiating rates, kind of like, I'm a one-man band, so all the paperwork from booking the loads, to sending invoices, to signing rate cons, to anything office related, it's me. There's nobody else that touches it, it's me. So if you guys are looking to do this and you want to see what all is involved, or if you guys already, you know, are in the trucking business and are looking to take a little more control, or maybe trim some fat as far as like not paying a dispatcher, not paying an accountant, things like that, I'll show you everything. Show you what I can. We're here getting fuel now, TA in Ashland. So this is actually going to be posted This clip is from the next day, but this is going to be at the end of the first video for this series, and see how many days I can do it. I'm going to push myself to become a better YouTuber, a better business person, and just try to get better from here. I had a dream last night, and it kind of stuck with me, which I'm going to tell you guys in tomorrow's video, so stay tuned. We'll see you guys next time.